I wrote a song called Magic Song.
Okay.
And also, gosh, I can't remember it's called How Many Nights, How Many Days. That was their third album, I believe. And one more song for Flight to Sky. And well, most of the SM artists I actually worked with, such as Chun Sang-ji.
Okay. What's the song that you...
I forgot. It's called Dancer in the Rain. Because she sang the demo for it, actually.
Oh, so you have your artist sing a lot of the demos of what it should sound like. And it must be fabulous because she sings so fabulously, you know, the people that you work with. And then, but is it hard to get that training out of the different singers to pull that out? Or
yes.
How does that work?
Well, for me to record one song, usually takes about 2 to 3 days of recording. Yeah.
And you come to Korea to record for them, okay?
Sometimes they come to the States.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So most of the SM entertainers will come and record.
Yes. But mostly I go out to Korea and then go to the studio and record.
Yeah.
And you know, just to get just one line, the best line out of it, it takes like, sometimes one line could take about 3 hours, 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, for example, I mean, I can't say which group, but I'm just going to throw a group. Like, let's just say, let's just, I mean, just randomly, SM, you know, Sonyeonshide, Girls' Generation. So they could get it right away, or you're recording for just one line, not one song, one line, and it could take hours.
It could take hours.
Wow. Wow. Now, how does that feel for you? You're like, time is money.
My patience is growing, so it's good.
Now, what do you think about the singers? Because you grew in this industry, you know, understand the K-pop singers and the K-pop style of singing. How do you think maybe K-pop has changed within time, from the time when Yumi and Lola was in the Baby Box, you know, members back then, and to now K-pop now? How do you see this change happening?
Definitely, there's a big difference over the last 10 years. First of all, production quality has, you know, it's actually part to American pop songs. And even vocal singing style to just contents, you know. I mean, you know, like that, there's no, that's why all these, you know, American or people in Europe, they're listening to K-pop and they're becoming fans. Yeah, because of the skills and production quality. On top of that, we kept our style, which is a Korean style, which is a little more melodic than American or Western style of music. So we kind of adapted the Western style of beats with Korean style of melody and chord progression and became a K-pop. And now people all around the world, they recognize that. They kind of see that, oh, K-pop is a new genre.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's really good, and it's good to hear this, you know, from, I can say, an expert, you know, on K-pop and see how it's changed. What about in terms of all the songs that you've written? I mean, how many do you think you've written, maybe?
I'm a slow writer, slow songwriter, so sometimes it takes me 3-4 months to write just one song.
Yes.
I would say about 70.
About 70 songs?
70, because I've been songwriting for over 13 years.
Wow.
And I only have 70 songs, which isn't a big library at all.
Wow. For 13 years
Yes.
you've been doing this, and specifically for SM Entertainment at the time and now. What about, of all of those 70 songs, what's your favorite that you did?
My favorite? I guess I Pray For You, because that was the first song that blew up and made who I am, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah. So what do you want to do with this company in the future, you know, and with your artists? And what is it that you'd like to go, and where would you like to see happening?
We want to create the contents that's that touches people. And we don't really focus on success. We would like to focus on making a great content that changes people and, you know, touches people's heart, you know, and with their voices and, you know, with their talent, I'm pretty sure we can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me ask you, because you are in LA, so you must be in touch with a lot of music, pop music, and in LA. So who are the artists that maybe, or groups that you work, do you work with any, you know, or have you met, you know, people, maybe producers or musicians in LA? In
LA, yes. You mean American? Yeah. Actually, Claudio, who is Tupac's producer.
Oh, Tupac, yes.
Yes, and he's actually a good friend of mine, and he actually taught me how to mix and, you know,
oh, wow,
and engineer music. And he's been working with, he has worked with people like Boyz II Men, a lot of the urban artists like Bone Thugs and Harmony, and yeah, 50 Cent. And yes, I learned a lot from him too.
Do you see at all, or, you know, please let me know, Lola, do you see any collaboration, you know, much of it happening? I know we've had some where we've had pop artists and then the Korean singers singing it in Korean. Do you see a collaboration at all happening in the future with K-pop and pop together singing as a group, or no?
It's possible. With 소녀시대, I mean, they've just released American album, American version of the title song, and then it's doing fairly good. And I hear there's different projects that they're planning to, you know, reach American audience, and even people like YG. I mean, companies like YG and JYP. Their focus is worldwide market, and I feel that it's possible.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
That's right.
Exactly.
I think it's a matter of time. Now, if you were Lola, if you were to collaborate with American pop artists, who do you think you would like to work with?
Definitely Bruno Mars right now.
Bruno Mars,
He's
yeah.
just like a jack of all trades. You know, he sings, he dances, and he makes like wonderful songs. So for sure him.
Let's say, okay, Young, if we did a collaboration with Bruno Mars, do you think the voices works, or what kind of song would you like to produce if this happened, or write?
Good question. I would probably create something strong ballad to project their voices, and yeah, like a good duet, ballad duet would be awesome. Yeah.
Like a ballad, more I guess than K-pop style, ballad style, more or less.
Yes.
Wow, wow, that's incredible. So tell me, where do you get most of your inspirations from when you're singing, when you're writing?
Pretty much my life, my experiences. And there's a song called "누나 너무 예뻐" by Shiny.
Shiny, 누나 너무 예뻐. That's a good song.
Lyrics for it.
You wrote the lyrics
yes,
for that?
That is actually my story.